Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in the Pacific Northwest, Little Hickville, Belfair, Washington. Yes, on the Lower Hood Canal. Welcome to my channel. So this is December 2024's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 7. I'm sitting here rubbing my hands together because it's very cold out here. I turned my heater on, planning to come out here, and then for some reason I came out here and turned it off, and I left with my daughter, came back. It is the day after Christmas. We were cleaning up. I spent hours breaking down boxes, packing them all nicely deep into the recycle bin, trying to get everything in there, and I did. It took me hours. And then I decided, oh yes, I definitely can go get a video done. So I'm taking the time to do that. So welcome to my channel. Oh, I'm excited to do this. So this is what the kit looked like. It's called Notes from the Heart, December 2024. I cannot believe it's going to be 2025. Oh, you know what? I remember being a kid in the 1980s, right? Because that's when I graduated from high school. Never did I ever think about it being 2020s. 1999, yes. 2020s, no, never crossed my mind. It still kind of boggles my mind. Anyways, in my stamp room, all the Christmas is gone. Yay! I can move. Okay, so anyways, we have these 3 projects. So 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. So the blackberries, the peony, and the fern. 9 Mossy Meadow envelopes. This white piece you see here, that's just a sticker. So over here, this QR code will lead you to a video to show you how to put the cards together as they were designed. This here will lead you to a set of 3 dies, the fern, the tag, and the Mary, called Mary Tags and More. The new set of dies are out. And yes, I have them. No, I can't show them to you. They arrived Christmas Eve, and I have promptly misplaced them at the moment. I do have mail call to show you. I have to pull the Christmas cards that I got in and show them to you. I have to pull them from the house. I do have one thing I want to show you in a minute. So a visual of everything in the kit, and then the coordinating colors: Blackberry Bliss, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, which we're using, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, Fairy Vanilla, and Gold. So let's take a look at our stamps. Just a note: thank you, congrats, hello, get well soon, happy birthday, best of luck, and lots of love. So I'm going to set that aside, and I want to share with you a gift my daughter got me. So look at this darling little ring, right? And it may not look like much and can go on several fingers, but it came in this little gift box. And this is what it says: mother and daughter always stick together through thick and thin. And that is the design on this ring. And yes, it made me cry. Yes, I absolutely love it. My daughter was like, "What do you think, Mom?" And I said, "Honey, it is precious to me. It is very, very precious to me." And it truly is. That means a lot to me. It really, really does. So I really wanted to share that with you guys. So you will see me wear this. I'm very careful. I don't wear it when I do dishes. I take it off at night. But that means a lot that she would think of me. That this says a lot to me. So I am very, very touched with that. And I just wanted to share that with you guys before anything else. So we're ready to go. Yes, and I have paper cuts from all kinds of stuff. So what are we using? Well, I can reach my retired stamps. I'm so happy. Yes, I am. So we are bringing in the color and contour and the dies, the Scalloped Contour Dies. I need to change that. I always call them the color and contour dies. And these ones are not, that needs to get taped to the backing. So Scalloped Contour Dies and the color and contour stamp set. We're going to be using this 3-flower one, and you're absolutely amazing for the inside. See, here's another little speckly stamp. So if you don't have one and you have this set, this will that will do. So if you're looking for something that is retired. This little flower here from Art Gallery, this would do. Also, this one here would do, and I think I'm going to be bringing this one in my next video, because I was like, ooh, when I opened it up, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, that one would be really nice. And I saw a video where you clean the back of your polymer stamp sets with some alcohol, and it says it will help them stick again. So maybe we'll try that out next. So if I can remember, but that made me think of it. So let's show you what I got together. So we have a envelope. We have a basic card base at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, right there. And then let me get the layers as they should be. I did prep work. Yes, I did prep work, but it's all kind of muddled together as I was doing measurements. So this is the front of one of the envelopes, cut out with the largest of the Scalloped Contour Dies, and it gave us this beautiful piece, which is roughly 4 by 5 1/4. So if you don't have these dies, you could either use a scallop die, but so I'm still going to put the measurements 4 by 5 1/4. So that's our first piece, and this can go over here, and that can go in the recycle bin. Our next scallop and contour die is the second to the largest, right? And this one measures 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and this is half of a card base. So here is the card base, half of the card base from the kit. Now I purposely cut this out from the center because I feel that I can still use this and put a colored colored piece of cardstock on there, maybe even a neutral piece, and use this on that like that, and that is not going to go to waste. So this is going to go in the box of goodies. And we have this lovely piece with its Daffodil Delight splatter on there. So that's all going to get layered up real easily. This is here. And then we have, see, these ones, I'm not counting from the center out. So these are counting from the outer in. The third from the outer, from the largest, is the third die. And this is 2 1/2 by 3 3/4, and this is in vellum, and we're gonna lightly this is, why did I use vellum, if you're asking? The thought came because it has these vellum leaves which you cannot see unless you color them, right? They're in the kit. We're using blends. Okay, in the kit you get these beautiful vellum leaves, which I have yet to use. But if you put them on the card base as they come, you really can't see this element. So we are going to I'll be coloring mine. Many of you probably have. So that's why I'm bringing in this vellum, just to kind of mimic that vellum look. You can see that it's hardly seen, but we're going to color this Flirty Flamingo pink. So that's my third die of the set. And then we have a piece of scrap. Remember that piece that I messed up on it and it got icky? I didn't really stamp it, but it got smeared. So I just stamped the 3 flowers, this one right here, because we're going to be stamping a little bit on the envelope with this in black memento, and we're going to be coloring this in, but I pre-did it so I could die cut it, and we have it. And that, of course, is the color and contour. This one right here, and it's already die cut for us, and that is going to go on top. So very much like our flower here, we're going to do some Flirty Flamingo, very simple, and here's its coordinating die. And then I have a 1/2 inch strip, at least by 2 1/2. This is scrap piece. I'll cut mine when I get to it for the thank you from the kit. And I'll probably use, I don't know, something to back it. Oh, I have a scrap piece. I have this little tiny piece, which I thought I could trim a little bit just for the edge, maybe. I'm not sure yet, but that's why there's a question. So let's get started. And I'm going to put my notebook over there. First things first is we are going to color our vellum, and you want to color the back, hopefully. And I want to do it before I do anything else. And let me get a Costa. Ooh, pretty side. Pick up that juicy ink right there. Okay, now I'm just going to swirl. Let's see. Oh, brush it, brush it. I'll probably get a tissue paper here and wipe some of it off because I don't want to get it like too dark. Just huffing on it. You know, I might have to pick up some more. Oh, guys, Hank is crashed out on the sofa. He was up all night again playing with his stuff. We let him. He's having a great time. He, of course, every Christmas. Best Christmas ever! My husband's in there building his new desk. We got him. So I'm just rubbing the tissue on the back. Trying not to, that's why I'm holding it. Ooh, I just creased it. It's gonna be okay. Rubbing too hard. All right. Flirty Flamingo ink is done. We just colored it a bit. See, look how pretty that is gonna be now. I might just go ahead and crinkle it now that it is crinkled. I could go ahead and crease it. I could throw it in an embossing folder. Throw it. Should I emboss it with an embossing folder? Yes. Now that I've got it kinked and crinkled and everything else, right? Let's give it a second. I have splatters. I have, what do I have? The swirly one. I have something simple. I wonder how that is going to be on there. Let's see if I can run this through the machine real quick. Not expecting to do that, but since I did it, and that is not gonna work. I don't have my other plates. Come on, little machine. Have to get the other one down. All right. Crank, 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 crank. Sometimes, you know, things don't always go as planned, but, ooh, that works. Okay. So now have a little bit more visual interest. That will work. So let's go ahead and color this. Originally, I was going to do Daffodil Delight, but I changed my mind, which I am prone to do. So if I was going to do Daffodil Delight, just to let you know, I was going to color in the flower with Pear Pizzazz with my Stampin' Up marker. You can do that. But since I decided to go with the Flirty Flamingo, that being one of the colors, I got out my old olive for the, I don't know if there is a whole lot. This marker no longer really locks in there. So let's see if there's really anything to do any blending. Not really on here. Can do a little bit there. Not really blending anything. There. Just touching it a little bit with the dark in some places. All right, that's all for the dark. I don't know why that does not want to stay on there anymore. It's probably going to end up drawing that one out. I need a new set anyways in the new year. So this is the light, and I do want to go all the way down. Ooh, I've got a little heavy. I should have used the other tip, but it's all going to be good. All right. See, that one snaps. That other side, no snap at all anymore. This is the light, it looks like. So we're going to do some dark. And we're just going to go like that a little bit. Not anything, like I said, I am not the world's like most technical color person. I kind of do almost like what you did in a coloring book when you were a kid. You know, outline things. See, snap. Those, no more snap in that one side. And then we're just going to color it in. My only dilemma is I still haven't decided if I'm going to go with a colored ink or just black for the thank you. And I still haven't. Ooh, we forgot to do the dark on that one, so we'll have to decide still. I still can't decide whether what I want to do, so I'm still thinking about it. I think we're gonna do black, or we could do let's do Mossy Meadow. So I'll put all of these over there. So there is our flower. Simple, 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 nothing hard. And when we put it on there, that is going to be really, really pretty. I'm wondering if I should go around this edge with some Flirty Flamingo. And since I'm thinking about it, let's just do it. So we're just going to come in and do the edge, and I'll probably do the edge of the card base as well. Since I'm thinking about it, I might as well do it. Why? Because I can. Because I can. Now I'm going to go all the way around, and now I'm going to go back over it and change the position. So I'm doing it this way. Now I'm going to put more of the sponge dauber on the surface and just cover more of the surface. I don't want to get too close to the dotted line on this, but I do want to bring that little sponging effect more on there. And I've got 2 fingers behind, a thumb in front. It supports it. You get better coverage. You can hear a little thump, thump, thump as you do it. All right. And let's add that back to it. Yes, I am really happy that I did that, but we do need to go ahead, and I'm going to just breathe on this. And it should give me hopefully enough to go around the edge of my card base, and that should tie it all in. Fingers behind, thumb in front, and you heard the thump, thump, thump. Everybody had a beautiful, wonderful Christmas. The little girls across the street, my daughter was over there visiting. She was like, Mom, she's like, there's such a big difference between girls and boys. She's like, they were playing ever so delicately, dipping their Barbie's toes in the Barbie's pool of the Barbie dream house. I got them. She's like, they were ever so gentle and dainty. She's like, Hank would have been taking monster trucks, dive bombing them into the water like he did. And I said, oh yes, honey, there is a difference. And she was like, oh my gosh. And so she was telling me, and I was just cracking up. And she's like, they were just chatterboxes showing me everything they got. Oh, so cute. So, so cute. Okay, so I said Mossy Meadow. So let's grab that one, because this is what we're going to stamp the thank you in, and the you're amazing. So, yeah. It's easier if I do it this way for some reason. And I want it really close to the edge, and then I can cut it off. See? If I did it, yes, I'm happy. So give that a second. And then for the inside, I might put a little speckles on this one in some Mossy Meadow. So for the inside, you're absolutely amazing. Let's see. There we go. So I will tell you, remember I told you guys I wasn't like too overly crazy about saying Sonic 3. Just not my thing, but of course I went. And I did enjoy it. It was, you know, of course, I enjoyed it. It was funny. I laughed. Keanu Reeves, I do like him as an actor. He played Shadow Hedgehog guy. And Jim Carrey is always just funny. He's a great actor. He played the... I don't know what his character name is. And I forgot now the actor who played actual Sonic. He was great too. But what was the funniest thing is as we're talking and Justice, and she was like, oh, she's like, you know, I miss seeing Keanu Reeves in movies. And Hank says, yes, he did such a great job as Shadow. And I said, Hank, who played Shadow? He said Keanu Reeves. And I said, do you even know who Keanu Reeves is, the actor? He's like, yes, Monty, that's John Wick. And I thought to myself, and then I said, Hank, you've never seen John Wick. He's like, but that's who plays John Wick. I said, yes, that's John Wick. He's like, I've seen the commercials. just funny kid. Yes, so he has seen John Wick through the commercials and through little things. So that's how he knew Keanu Reeves. Justice is like, well, Mom, do you think he's about old enough to watch John Wick? So I'm going to take this marker now, my Pear Pizzazz, and do some coloring on this. And I don't think I have a Flirty Flamingo, but I can take the sponge dauber and do maybe a little coloring of the flower, because I don't want to do the blends, because the blends would make it in there. So you're absolutely amazing. I absolutely love that. So where is my, here we go, my envelope. So we're going to need this again. I just want to add the flower. Where did it go? Anyway, so he was funny. John Wick. Right there along the side. And just like that little bit right there is what I'm looking for. I mean, I could color this in as well, I guess, if I really wanted to, which if I'm thinking it, yes, I'm going to do it. If I'm thinking it, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to need a little bit more. I'm going to think it. I'm going to do it. So, and then you can get this kids meal with popcorn and M&Ms or a fruit snack. And you guys really may not know this. Hank is not a big candy kid. He still has Halloween candy, which will probably get thrown away here now because he still hasn't eaten it. His bucket of candy is still this thick, full of candy. So, you know, he's not a big, like, scarf candy down. I mean, there are certain things that he does like he does love Reese's peanut butter cups, and he got Reese's, that big thing of Reese's peanut butter cups. Yes, he did get those. And they'll probably last for quite a while in there. They're in the fridge and the crisper drawer. And he has told everybody those are his. He is just as happy. My aunt gave him a jar full of pistachios, and he was tickled pink with the pistachios. But yeah, Hank is not a candy freak, though. I will tell you, sugar, yes, and fruit snacks, yeah. I don't know how many of you guys have heard the story about Hank and you get a 40 pack at Costco of fruit snacks, and it was not last year, the year before. The principal, maybe it was years ago, I don't know. Principal called me up, and he's like, and I can hear this child laughing hysterically in the background. And poor principal, he's like, I don't know what to do. He's like, I cannot get Hank to stop laughing. He is literally hysterical. And I can hear him just hysterically laughing. He's like, I had to take him out of class because the teacher couldn't get him to stop laughing. He's like, I have him up here in the office and he is hysterically laughing. He's like, can't stop laughing. We don't know what's wrong with him. And my back was really bad. So this had to have been before my back surgery. So this has been a few years now. And anyways, so I said, I can't come get him, but my husband will be up to get that child. And oh yeah, my husband was like, I will take care of this. You know, we were like, thought Hank was just screwing around. And lo and behold, my husband's like, Hank, when you get home, you are going right to your room. You are not, you know, do not pass go, do not collect $200, all that fun stuff. And lo and behold, found out that Hank had ate almost a whole box of fruit snacks in the middle of the night that went in his lunch, and from Costco. He was on a sugar high, and boy, that kid crashed until his mother came home that night from work. But we discovered all the fruit snack packages, my husband and my daughter. They were stashed everywhere, all over in his room, in his bed, tucked in everywhere. The box, I mean, there might have been just 1 or 2 packages left. So, and it was a brand new box. We might have used 1 or 2 in his lunch. And that's what was wrong with Hank. Fruit snacks. So we don't buy Costco fruit snacks for Hank. So when we went to the movie, I couldn't help but laugh. The guy asked Hank, you know, you want M&Ms or fruit snacks? And Hank says, oh, fruit snacks. My daughter and I look at each other like, oh, we looked at each other. We just, you know, shook our heads because we don't buy fruit snacks anymore in this house. No fruit snacks. Do we want it this way? I want the swirl going up. That's really pretty. So this is going to go on there, and this has to have dimensionals. It's just too pretty not to. So do I want full dimensionals, half dimensionals, and we need what? We need, yes. Anyway, so yes. You give, oh, and the other thing Hank loves is Hank loves these sugar cookies with frosting. They're super, super soft cookies, almost like a cake cookie with frosting from the grocery store. And you're lucky if they last 3 days. He's really good about asking. He is very good about asking about them, but he's not the only one who likes them. I mean, I am guilty of having one. My daughter's guilty of them. We all are. So we rarely buy them because we just don't need that kind of stuff in there. But they are full of sugar. I think the only one who does not like them is my husband. So, yes. But the sugar high is real for Hank, the fruit snacks. So at the movies, it was fruit snacks. It was the popcorn. Oh, and I was trying to tell you guys. So if you got the kids' meal, you got a cup with the little Sonic character on it. And he wanted the Shadow character. He was so excited. So I'm going to put, this is an awful big glue dot. Oh, I do have a smaller one. So let's pop this one on the back because that's how we're going to do it. I do have a little one here. because this one is going to get rolled up. What did we watch yesterday? We did watch a movie. I'm going to forget what it is. We all crashed. Hank was up at, we had our game night was so much fun. You guys ready for this? As much as I love Christmas, so we had a Christmas trivia game, and I had prizes of, my girlfriend had given me these empty glass jars, you know, little tiny little glass jars, and I had taken them to the, well, not them, I took little Ziploc bags, and I went to Wincoat Foods, and you can buy candy like by the pound, you know, you measure it out, and I knew what size little jar, different sizes. So like I got gummy bear, Yeah, I bought a gummy bear. Justice looked at me like, why? He didn't even open them. He was so excited for Christmas. So he still has them. So, but these little, I think I showed you the little can there. So the gummy bears is only this big. The little tiniest one was this big gummy. Lemon drops, M&Ms, peanut M&Ms for my daughter. Black licorice for my Aunt Carol, different things like that. So that was for the trivia game, Christmas trivia game. But we all failed the 12 days of Christmas. Name the 12 days of Christmas. Everybody had a chance to get it right. Everybody got up to 5. After 5, nobody could get them all right together. Nobody. We all failed that one. So look how pretty this is. So now we have to do, thank you. Look how pretty that is going to be. So the question is do I need to add that little bit of green to the end? I don't have enough. Do I want to back the entire thing? See, I don't think so. Maybe I do. Do I want to do it in pink? I couldn't. This is my dilemma. I knew this was going to happen. I just knew it. So that little scrap piece is going to stay a scrap because that's just not going to cut it. So this is going to be 2 1/4. I'm going to need to cut a little bit off of the other end to make it exactly 2 1/4. 1/2 by 2 1/4. And then it's either going to be Flirty Flamingo or Mossy Meadow. So let's take a peek if I have any scrap of Flirty Flamingo. And if I like it, if I do. Hold on. So what do we have? Okay, here's some Flirty Flamingo, but this might be too strong of Flirty Flamingo. It's just going to be... it would be just a tiny hint of it, which, see, I don't like that at all. So that's why I didn't cut any. Oops. I can take Daffodil Delight paper off. That is not, I have a package, apparently. That was on my list. When I was in the house, I was thinking, okay, I know that I need to make a supply order for my next order. So I think we're going to do Mossy Meadow is going to be my choice. So I need it to be, that's a 1/2 inch. Yikes. By, let's see. So we have 1/2 inch. We want it probably right there, but let's cut it this way. So it's 2, we're going to go 2 1/4. No, it's 2 1/4. We're going to go 2 3/8. And then (3/8) by 2 3/8. I need to remember that. That should hopefully back this piece nicely. and it's too big. It's too big by like a hair. It's perfect, but it's too big by a hair. Take it back a 1/16 of an inch. That's it. So this is exactly, in case you're wondering. That's not going to help me very much, is it? Let's get it on here again, just so I know. It's in the 16th, so it is right there. 2, 3, 4, 5/16. I need to write that down real quick. Sorry, but it does need to get right down. 5/16. 5/16 by 2 3/8. So I can put it in the measurement part of the video. Otherwise, it will not be. I won't have the right measurement. So at night, my husband has been watching Alone, survival thing. You know, he loves the outdoors. I asked him, I said, why, are you thinking about doing this? He's like, no. He's like, He's like, I've gone to sea. I've been without you guys. I know what I would do. He's like, why would I go put myself through that again? I'm like, thank you. I was wondering if you wanted to see what it was like again to be without us. He's like, absolutely not. And this other one, they were in, I think, a place called Labrador, but they were on this wide river and they only could fly fish. And I was like, you know, honey, I said, beautiful thing, fly fishing. I said, you don't do enough of that. He's like, do you see how wide that river is? Do you see how wide that river? He's like, if there was a wide river like that, he's like, I would be fishing on that river. He's like, but you have to go a long ways from here to get to a wide river enough that you can really get a good, you know, what was the word? Oh, so you don't snag your line in a tree. He's like, around here, there's too many trees. I would snag my line. So isn't that pretty? So we're going to get some Wink Stella on this. And probably some bling, if you guys give me a second. Anyways, we had a delightful Christmas. Oh, and so Christmas morning, cutest thing ever. So I wake up at 4 o'clock because Boone, Hank's dog, my husband's dog, comes in. And do we want butterflies or do we want bling? I think I actually want bling. I really would like some. This one, I might as well. So I go in there and I hear Hank and he runs out. He's like, Monty. He's like, Christmas. And I said, yes, Hank, I know. He says, guess what? He's like, I'm giving you guys till 4:30. I said, Hank, what time did you get up? He's like, 1 o'clock. He's like, but the rules say, the rules, this is true. He's like, I can get into my Santa presents in my stocking from Santa without waking you guys up. I said, that's right. He's like, and you gotta come see. And so I went and saw, and yes, he was in it all. He was in it all. So, oh, here's those little rhinestones. Remember, this is what the kit came with. Hold on, let me show you. Okay. So the bling, you see that gold right here? They're wonderful gems. This has some. We could add, that would be really pretty on there, though I really kind of was partial to those little pearls, but we will do these. So I go back to bed thinking, okay, you know, I let the dog out. I, you know, thought, okay, this is going to work. That one is too big. It's just, oh, no, that's too big. We're going to have to go this little one. anyways, I was thinking, okay, I get to stay in bed for just that little bit longer. How nice. And now I'm thinking these are not going to work. You know what? It's going to need to be the rhinestones. Sorry. Changed my mind. Rhinestones or the pearls. I think the pearls. The pearls. That way I don't got to go find the rhinestones. He runs back in. He's like, can you just get up? Like, Hank. He's like, I'll get my mom up. Can you get Papa up? I'm like, all right. All right. So we all just got up, and I called my Aunt Carol, and she's like, what? She's like, I said, I'm sharing with you the joy of Christmas. Come on, Aunt Carol, it's time. She's like, do you know what time it is? I said, yes. I said, I could put coffee on. I said, come on over. And so she did. She did. She was here. Okay, guys, I am struggling with the pearl thingy. Is not working for me. These little ones, yes, those big ones are not working. So let's do, I don't know. I don't know why I just can't do it. I can't. Do we want the pink on there? I don't know why I cannot. Okay, maybe pink. I just don't know what I cannot. Okay, this one. I don't know. There's just not a lot of room. Okay, maybe I just don't put bling on this one. I just don't put it on there. And then I don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's it. We're not going to fuss with it if I can't make it. I'm going to take one little butterfly. And we're going to stick one little butterfly on here. That's all there is to it. We're going to do one wee little butterfly right there. Yes, there we go. So that was our Christmas. And yes, 4 o'clock in the morning. Hank was so excited. And, you know, won't be many more. And he won't have that kind of enthusiasm. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope your holiday was filled with love and laughter and friendship. My husband talked with his parents. I talked with them. We had just a beautiful, fun-filled day. Everybody crashed hours later. And we just sat around watching movies and taking naps and a relaxing day, and it was great. It was just wonderful. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again here in my Wonderland. Bye bye for now, everybody.